What day is it?
Cave day!
What day is it?
Cave day!
What day is it?
Cave day.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. As you can see, my glasses are fogging like the dickens, and that is because we are outdoors in the pouring rain today. Fortunately, that will not stop our latest adventure from coming to pass, because today we're actually exploring two, not one, but two cave systems in southern Pennsylvania. So the first of our two caves that we're going to be exploring today with the help of a guide is Indian Echo Dell Caverns. Again, Indian Echo Caverns is another name for it. This one, you do not have the ability to make advance reservations. So you have to show up, you have to make your way into a group, pay at the front desk, and then head on over to the tour area where the guide will pick you up with other people. The second cave we're visiting today, you do have to make an advanced reservation. We will provide the links to both websites in our description here. But just so you know, Indian Echo, you can just show up. The latter, Penn Cave and Wildlife Center, you have to make an advanced reservation. And we're hustling to catch up with the group because we arrived a slight bit later than we planned to.
Well, they said we could join the group that's going now or wait 20 minutes, and we were like, let's go.
Let's go!
So
adventure is out there.
Now, because our caverns stay a consistent temperature of 52 degrees Fahrenheit year-round, they make for a very nice natural heater as well as an air conditioner for them. And of course, about the caverns themselves, the IEC insignia that's above the doorway that we'll see as we head down a little bit further, that would just mean Indian Echo Caverns. The caverns themselves were first purchased by the Bieber family, no relation to Justin Bieber. Now, of course, by the time the Bieber family got ready to open up their business back in 1929, that really wasn't the best time to open up a brand new business because of the Great Depression. They had no other choice but to foreclose. And it wasn't bought until their current owners bought it back in 1942, and all privately and operating ever since.
Ooh, that's a steep drop there.
Get together. So welcome everyone to our wonderful entrance room. About 45 minutes or so once we leave from our fun room. Back over here, this will then get a name change on our way back out and be called the
Exit room.
exit room. Unfortunately, this is about as clever as we get when we're down here, so I do apologize for any unintentional dry humor that, of course, we might run into.
It's almost drier out here.
Well, I think it's raining a little lighter, yeah.
What have you done? Now to find our way back to the parking lot and head on out for cave number 2.
It's cave day.
Cave day! As you can see, we got the camera a little bit wet. It was definitely moister in the cave than we were anticipating, which makes sense because it's pouring rain outside. So why wouldn't it be a little bit more drippy in the cave? We made a lot of mistakes today.
Yep.
But,
Lessons learned.
oh well. I think we paid $15 a person?
17?
17.
Which I think is
reasonable.
Competitive for a cave tour.
It's very reasonable. The cave is very well laid out. There are a couple of dead ends where the tour guide had to... They did warn us in advance. You know, there are 2 social distancing challenges on this tour. We're going to keep that in mind as we're filling into this room. Make sure that everyone has space to stretch out a little bit because we're going to have to turn around and go right back out. It's a dead end. They are very, very mindful of COVID-19 safety and precautions. Masks are required at all times throughout the tour and the gift shop. I don't think they're required outside near the petting zoos, but they do have a big sign right out front the office where you have to go in and buy tickets anyway. Masks are required indoors in the gift shop and indoors in the cave tour, no exceptions.
No one had a mask off that we saw anywhere.
Yeah, people were very well behaved today and very accommodating of social distance too. So we had a genuinely great experience here. Would come back. I definitely want to see what this place does during the peak season, because right now there's a lot that's going on property. Or rather, there's a lot that's not going on property that is staged to perhaps go on property this summer. Like the gemstone mining area for the kids, the petting zoo, they've got a peacock, the gift shop we didn't explore very thoroughly, but it looked like they did have little snacks and stuff available. There's a little picnic area where you can grill. And then way out front when we were coming in, we did see like an arcade and an ice cream shop.
And a big ox.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the big ox.
I don't know if that's maybe that's privately
That
owned.
might be completely different.
But there was a big ox.
Yeah, this is a great place. We will definitely come back and visit again, especially with it, again, being so close to Hershey. But for today, we're gonna wrap this tour up here because we have another tour to get to. So we're gonna,
driving to do.
we got a little bit of driving. Penn Cave is about an hour and a half and some change maybe away from this location. So in order to hit both, we did make a later reservation at Penn. And now we gotta hit the road and make sure we can make it. We have made it to location number 2. And it looks nothing like I expected it to be honest. I don't either, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Maybe it's down there. Hi. Oh, they're little explorer helmets. Right here. So unlike Indian Echo, they have a little cafe in the gift shop here, which normally serves sandwiches, hot dogs, hot drinks, stuff like that. Right now it looks like it's temporarily closed, but we were able to get some snacks to feast on. So this will be lunch dinner for the time being. We might hit something later on the road. I was looking forward to like the sandwiches.
And burgers.
Yeah, it looked really, really good.
But you know, such is our luck.
Roll with the punches. So the staff here was super accommodating. We hit sheets and sheets of rain driving through the mountains, and we were afraid to go as fast as we would need to go in order to make our reservation work and, you know, still have time to go to the bathroom and eat something. So we called ahead and they were able to push us back from our original 3 p.m. reservation to a 4 p.m. reservation, which is the last tour of the day. If you're running late, just call. They can't always move you if they don't have room, but it doesn't hurt. And in our case, it was life-saving. So, real big thanks to the staff here. It's definitely worth calling them if you have something come up. But in any case, even if they can't help you, they're super friendly and they'll do the best they can. I super love this Batman style Penn Cave shirt. Not enough to buy it, and in fact, I think this is a junior size anyway, but I love the idea of it. Much to Katie's delight, they do seem to have collectible pins here.
It's the cave and the boat, and it's shaped like Pennsylvania.
Going with this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, it's game time!
Not raining!
Just in time for us to be inside.
Well, inside a cave.
Well, I was right about where the entrance is, but I had no idea it was going to be this steep a descent.
Intense.
Going straight into a black pit.
It always makes me think, like, before, you know, these caves became, like, you know, paid for tours, like, how did people get down here before they, like,
Painfully.
built the
Oh,
steps
wow.
and stuff?
Let's see the Look at that.
This is so cool.
very narrow.
All right, welcome aboard.
Thank you. See if I can not fall on my face today.
So the rules are super simple. Just basically, please stay seated. Please don't rock the boat as we go through. Please don't touch the rock walls or the formations, as we don't want to damage our growth when we go through. And life jackets are located under the seats in the middle of the boat there. We do have enough for everyone. We've never had to use those before, so let's not change that today.
Here we go.
Yeah, today it's really drifting a lot, so I'll try and steer clear of that for the most part.
Is that safe down here?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yes. I like that.
Yeah, so the water actually starts where we just started. Towards the left side of the boat, at the very beginning, there was an underground spring. It brings in about 11 million gallons of water every day. If you guys take a look on the left, you can see what we call the Statue of Liberty. That's an example of a stalagmite right there.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So where we started, the water is the deepest, about 16 feet. And for most of it, it's super shallow. It's only about 3 feet most of the trip. Yeah, normally I would show you guys right now, but the water's pretty cloudy with everything flowing down here. I mean, we can try to see it, but it's unlikely that you'll be able to see the bottom. So like you guys could try on the other side too. You might see it over here, but
Oh, there we go.
yeah.
Bottom.
Yeah, so we noticed throughout the course of the day, the water's getting faster, it's getting stronger, it's getting higher. Really nothing that's going to be too problematic unless you would come down here and it was raining like this for like 2 days. That's when it would definitely be flooded down here. If you guys want to feel the water, you can. It's only about 38 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty chilly.
Dare to dip.
Right in my backwater.
Little on the chilly side. They say if you get dripped on, it's a cave kiss. So they're considered to be good luck. Lots of luck in the cave today. So when you guys got on the boat, I don't know if you were paying attention, but you had to step up into the boat. Just last weekend, you had to step down into the boat. So today it's already higher than normal today.
Up.
Got some kisses.
Oh yeah.
This is named in reference to the Garden of the Gods in Colorado. And one of the things you'll notice is that the ceiling of the cave is really white because these formations are made out of calcium carbonate. So you'll notice that all throughout the cave. Mostly everything is white. When you look down towards like this midsection here, you notice it goes from being white to being mostly orange or red. And that's because this is a lot of iron in this area. So there's lots of that red iron. So like to give you guys a quick example, I was down here Hurricane Florence. You guys probably remember that not so long ago. The water back at the staircase that you came down, it got up to the 5th step at the dock. So we had to shut down. We couldn't fit through the cave. Specifically, we couldn't fit through there.
Oh my God.
So we're going to go through there today in just a minute. But we can't whenever the water just gets too high, you can't get through there. I have to take this turn pretty wide to get through here, so we might go through a little bit of this, but not much. Not too much of this, hopefully. It's really coming down. Yeah, you guys are getting showered with good luck now. Alright. We're a little further away than we were just a second ago, but there's a bat right there. That dark spot right in the middle of my light. You guys might be thinking, I can hardly even see that. Don't worry about it. We're in a cave, so I'm going to show you a bunch more as we go through. There's going to be ones that are a lot closer than this one. All right. So no matter how I do this part, we're getting wet. Yeah, watch out for this right here. There's a bat right there. I don't know if you can see it. You see it right there?
Yeah, see his legs.
Yeah, he's tucked up in there pretty good. I just had to straighten this back out. Because the boat's so long, whenever I turn as sharply as I did, it takes a while to really straighten it out. Normally I would just continue. I wouldn't really care about this part. But there's one thing I want to show you in particular that is really cool to see in this area. And that's a bunch of bats. These are the little brown bats. I can personally see at least 6 up there. A whole bunch of them. Oh yeah. So when the bats hibernate, they'll start hibernating like mid-November. And they'll stay down here until April or May, generally. So they could stay here as long as 6 months if they wanted to. Like they'll sometimes start hibernating October, and then sometimes leave May. So could be quite a while. If you look over here, it looks like a heart. So they simply call that one the heart of Penn's Cave. If you guys want to get a good photo of a bat, there's one right here if you want to get a photo.
Oh, he's adorable.
If you look on your left, we have the western sunset.
All natural.
Totally. I'll turn off the green and I'll show you the blue. Alright guys, here's the rainbow. All the colors combined. You guys see the animal right there?
Whoa!
That's a beaver. Hey, you see all the sticks that he brought in?
Oh, he's conked out.
We're gonna get wet up here as well. Oh, there's a bat. Wow, look at that. They just had it down. He's super close.
Ha! It missed me.
Alright, just make sure you guys watch your heads right here, please. You guys see how fast the water is getting up here?
Oh wow.
Awesome.
Freedom!
Alright. This is where it really speeds up. Alright. So,
Oh, they're fighting.
yeah, I just got the rope pulled up, so yeah, we're good to cruise right up.
My legs don't work so good all of a sudden. Our guide told us that the water seeps down into the cave right behind this Pepsi machine, which is coincidentally right by our parking spot. And now we want to see.
Then it's like another entrance that's like blocked off, but that you can definitely see.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, that's it.
yep, right down there.
Oh. Yep, you can see the big electric cables that go down in there for the lights. Awesome.
One of the coolest cave tours we've ever been on, for
Yeah,
sure.
that
If not
one-
the coolest.
I think that was the coolest.
That was definitely, unique is the word you keep using.
Well, I don't want to make it sound like it's the only cave we're seeing ever.
No.
And I think every cave is different, and I definitely don't think once you've seen one cave, you've seen them all. But that was a unique offering that offers a
Well worth
high
the money.
caliber experience.
It is a super cool experience that I think in this vicinity, and I'm talking like 100 miles of here, as far as I know, this is the only place that you can take a boat through a cave.
I've never even heard of it before.
It's awesome. I would definitely come back, especially since we know they have a wildlife refuge here with a wildlife tour that is specific. We got a little piece of that on the edge,
I had no idea we would be hitting any part of the wildlife reserve, which was
that
cool.
was pretty cool.
We got
There's
to
a little
see,
bit of overlap.
Some white-tailed deer literally butting heads. I mean, I'd love to come back here to see it up in full season mode. I would pay to do the wildlife tour. I think it's got a lot of cool animals, and I'd do the cave tour again for sure.
And not for nothing, I want the cafe food too.
Oh yeah, we definitely want to.
Good.
I mean, I think it's worth doing it at least once in the wintertime because, or in the off season. Because you see, I mean, we probably got pointed out like 30 bats, and
yeah, the bats are hibernating right now because it is colder outside. But during he did say during the summertime that people are asking about the bats, and they're not there because they're out.
They're out in the trees.
It's warmer out than it is in the cave system.
So if you're a fan of nature or bats or whatever, and you want to see that, and you can get pretty close. I mean, I wouldn't say like close enough to spit on a bat, but you can certainly get close enough to see them. If you're a long distance spitter, maybe. Yeah, and we got some decent.
Why would you want to spit on a bat?
I was okay. Close enough to touch.
What kind of people are you?
All right, we're gonna cut. We're gonna pause.
We had a great day out here today. Indian Echo and Penn's Cave back to back. We didn't leave quite enough time in between one location and the other to grab the food that we had originally wanted, but as I told you guys earlier, Penn's Cave was really great about reorganizing that for us, giving us a little bit of wiggle room by pushing us to the last tour of the day. So if you're running late, just call. They're helpful people. They seem to be all about accommodation to the extent that they're capable, as long as there's room in another tour group.
And they're not filling the boats. There was
enough room to social distance.
Number of there was a group of 7, a group of 2, and then us. So there was plus the driver, but the boats probably fit 30 people.
I think probably 40 actually.
Yeah, I'm sure in regular times you get like sardined in there to fill up the boat. They're not filling up the boats, so.
We're coming up on peak season, so this probably isn't going to affect you guys anyway, but my recommendation would definitely be if you're looking for something to do off season when a lot of other stuff is closed, this is an awesome thing to do. Indian Echo is also an awesome thing to do, both within, obviously, driving distance. We were able to make it here even though we were a little bit late. So this is an awesome opportunity. The kids will really love it. On a super rainy day, there's a challenge element of trying to dodge those drip drops from the stalactites
Get lots
coming
of
down.
cave kisses for good luck.
Yes, until it
luck.
stops being lucky at a certain point.
No, so much luck.
Very safe, very fun, awesome things to do. And as we get into the peak season, I know they're going to be busier. More stuff here is going to be opening up too. The Miner's Maze, I think, is going to open since it's open seasonally. Yeah. The cafe should open
like
back up.
More things open up in March.
The wildlife tour, yeah. So definitely worth coming out here. Really recommend it to you. And Indian Echo as well is going to be a fun. They have a seasonal offering like the gemstone mining for the kids and stuff like that. So tons of fun to be had. Just get here. Make it happen. All of this having been said, we're going to go ahead and call it a day. We've had an amazing day, a very long day, a very tiring day, but an amazing day. I'm Tim. That's Katie. Every day is a new adventure.